everybody. Welcome to the Cologne Podcast.
I'm Mike.
I'm Ryan.
We're two best friends. We're going on a fragrance journey. Typically, we're alone in the studio, but today we have a very special friend with us, Karson.
Hey, guys. How are y'all doing?
Your situation is kind of unique because you're a listener, a friend in real life, family.
Yes. A Patreon?
Yeah, a Patreon. A little bit of everything.
Y'all wrangled me in.
Yeah. We're actually just using him for this big, juicy bottle he brought today.
Yeah, tell us a little bit. What made you get this?
Well, there's a funny story with this one. So whenever I learned that y'all were on the podcast, it's like, I need to dive into this new world of colognes and perfumes. And so I just started doing research. Y'all kind of guided me along the way. This one just kept popping up. And like in the top 3, of fragrances that men should wear. And so I just dabbled with it with some of the 5 mil testers and sprayed it. I'll be straight up and honest. I did not like it at first, but my wife loved it. My wife just loved it. Then I started, was talking with Mike and stuff about layering. Yeah. I found you can use this to layer with Creed Ventus. I did it with Insidious, Dan's Insidious, and that was where I started liking it a little bit. But now I love it. It's probably my go-to scent.
Really?
Yeah.
It's amazing
how 180.
How those wives can kind of get in your mind. Maybe I do like this.
It could have been a mental game she was playing on me,
Played the long game on you.
Yeah.
Well, I have a review from someone who's not like your wife. Perfume Noob didn't like it. And he says, smells like Johnson & Johnson No More Tears shampoo from the 90s with a little spice.
Oh, spice. Okay.
A spicy No More Tears shampoo.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
I can definitely see that shampoo, because it can come out powdery soapy.
Oh, okay.
I can see that.
And that's what you were kind of saying off air before we got on here.
Because, if you know that Aventus, even that Mont Blanc Explorer, those were in my wheelhouse. So this was completely outside of it.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Because a little background, we kind of got you started with Moustache was the first thing.
Yes.
And then from there, I think I gave you a bottle of Mont Blanc Explorer. Yeah.
You sure did. Loved it. Still have it. I've actually, that bottle, my son has now taken over. And I had to buy another bigger bottle. So, thanks, Mike.
There we go.
Billed in the mail.
But so you kind of started off heading in the direction of what we kind of like. Well, I'd say more me than you, Ryan, but that sort of citrusy, clean, like masculine, but also non-offensive, easy to wear.
With listening for the past couple years on the podcast, I do know I probably lean more your way.
Okay.
There's still several with Ryan that he's given me that's just icing.
Great.
And
but he's like that. Every once in a while he'll hit it, but
and so I'm in an office setting, 12 hours a day. I can't blow them up.
Right.
So I need something that's but I also like something that's gonna last. Yeah. And that's where that Aventus was really starting to just really make me a little upset. It's like I'm spending all this money and you can't last but 4 hours. Come on.
Yeah.
By the time the day's getting going, you're gone.
Oh, man. Especially early on when you were paying retail, and I was like, "Ooh,
show me and guide me in where we need to purchase these things at."
Which again, on air, I'll say we would never recommend somebody go to a gray market. Would never recommend that.
No, but if you kind of end up there, it's, hey, that's on your own accord.
That's right. Yeah. Look, we don't judge.
Well, hold on. I got to interrupt this party here for a second. Is it really so bad to buy gray market?
I think it depends on who you ask. Yeah.
Well, I'm just throwing this out there. Well, let me ask, and I know that we're not the know-all on this, but where does the gray market get their stuff from?
That's a good question.
This is my understanding of it. I could be completely wrong here, but I'm going to try to break it down as good as I possibly can. So somebody like, let's say, Versace. Has a buy-in minimum that you have to meet. Like let's pretend this arbitrary numbers I'm just throwing out here. But let's pretend it's 100 bottles. Okay. And a smaller store will go, there's no way I can move 100 bottles. But you have to buy it at that allotment to get the certain price, to even be welcomed into the party. So what they'll do is they'll buy the 100, but then they'll go, I can only move 30. So then they'll sell 70 to a gray market place.
Okay, that's what I figured. And if that is correct, then didn't the company make their money?
Yeah,
they did.
It feels fair then.
Well, the argument for it and the reason why Chanel is so hard on it, and I think Dior is similar as well, is because it lowers the perceived value of the product by doing it that way.
Gotcha.
Now, again, no judgment for anybody who does that. We've heard both sides of the aisle. If you're in a certain monetary predicament, that may seem more, an easier way to go.
Are you saying that I'm in a predicament, Mike? I'm saying everlasting predicament.
I'm saying a lot of us are in these predicaments.
I am. Now, this one that we're going to talk about today, I could not find this on the gray market. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you, I looked.
Again, we may or may not have equally been guilty of looking on gray markets from time to time.
Well, before we get into today's fragrance, we need to give a one-night stand review, which we just let Karson smell a minute ago before we got on air here. And that's Xerjoff's Louis XV, 1722.
Hit the music, Todd.
Yeah. One night stand review.
Well, Mike, after laying in bed with Louis XV and all of his maidens, what do you have to say about 1722?
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's fantastically above my pay grade, but it's wonderful. If we've ever made friends with anybody in Xerjoff and they are willing to send a bottle out, I would gladly accept.
Yeah, I'm on the same page. It is really, really good. Shockingly good.
Karson, what did you think of it?
Oh, instantly loved it.
Yeah.
That'll be one that I'll reach out and get me some of that,
He's going to hang Xerjoff by their ankles.
I want to get some of that. When I walked in and y'all were like, you got to smell this. And that was right up my alley. A little bit smoother. I like that.
Well, I don't know if you can give like a take on this, but just off of that, is it more of a sample or do you feel like it could be a straight to a buy for you?
Well, I mean, definitely a sample, but with my kind of personality, it would probably go to a buy. I'd probably find a way to get that one just to have.
Yeah, that was kind of me. And like you were kind of saying, you and I kind of align. And so it was one of those, as we smelled it throughout the episode, I kept going, this may be my favorite Xerjoff I've ever smelled. And they make some pretty good fragrances, but that one, it is kind of a cut above. So it is extremely tempting, but I have if it's above 300, it's never going to buy it.
That's your financial predicament?
Yeah, that's the financial predicament I was talking about. Yeah.
I'm in the same one.
In case unless I accidentally, I clicked the wrong link and ended up on some gray market website that I definitely would not recommend anybody do. But if I accidentally found myself there, didn't know that I was buying it from such a evil entity.
Yes.
They can be tricky, those online places. You think you're in a real place.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I thought I was just on Neiman's website, but...
Especially with this shop pay, you just click it and boom, it's done.
Exactly. Yeah. Google Pay is like that.
Boom.
All right. Well, there you go. That's our one night stand review of Xerjoff's Louis XV, 1722. Now,
hold on. What do you feel?
I mean, for me, it's a hard sample.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked it, but I do think it's more your vibe. It was really good.
Yeah. Ryan had said, and you probably still stick to this, that if he buys a Xerjoff, he wants to buy the Hayat he was talking about.
Yes.
Very woodsy, very like if Tom Ford Oud went to college and then got his doctorate and
had a wife and kids or something,
and then locked himself in like a study made of rich mahogany, then that's what it would smell like.
Oh, now you got me interested on that one too.
You got to smell it. He brought it. Was it your first or second year?
First year.
His first year. Wow, it's been that long since I've smelled it. It still is in my head.
Oh wow.
He brought it and it was just like a little old packet of it that he got a little sample from Xerjoff while I was over there in Italy, and we did an episode on it. And then when I got to Tyler over there near your place over there, And man, I called him like in a frantic. I was like, this dry down's insane, dude. It's one of the best dry downs I've ever seen.
He called me. He called other family members. He was calling everybody.
Really?
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
Oh,
it's good.
I'm going to have to try this one now.
I'm going to find a little thing of it. You got to try.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's our multifaceted review of a bunch of different Xerjoffs there. But let's get into today's fragrance. We've been hyped to smell it, and that is Louis Vuitton's Imagination.
Oh, boy. And this is the full presentation
That's
of
the
it.
full presentation. Like I said, they'll even engrave your initials for free
Man.
in that bottle.
And they sure did. Look at that.
By the
So
way,
is this
go
pop?
ahead.
Okay,
Yep.
sure enough.
Magnetic top.
Man, that's hefty. Feel that.
You wouldn't think so because it's kind of flat.
Yeah, you wouldn't
Yeah,
think.
it's got some weight to it. I like this. Okay. See the atomizer here. Very nice.
It's Karson's.
Yeah, use it up. I'll get the full effect.
There we go.
Wow.
Yeah, so what do you think?
Oh, did you get a tester over there?
Should have one right there. Did it fall? There was one. I saw it. Hold on.
Might be in my back pocket.
Mike's making an emergency run real quick for a tester.
Just so you can see if there's a difference for you.
He's got your fresh one. This isn't what I think it would. Thought it was going to smell like. But I'm here to tell you,
What do you think?
I'm really liking it out the gate for real.
Oh, you know, one thing, you can really smell the citrus
Yeah.
on this tester strip.
Yeah, on the skin there is a peppery kind of spiciness to it that shocked me. Just like the subtle bite.
You know, in our getting ready for this episode, I don't think either one of us looked at the notes of this, but does it seem like it's going aquatic? Which is fine for me.
I don't think it had aquatic in it. I did look at the
I don't
notes.
think it does.
The thing that was notable for me was I think it has ginger in it. Nigerian ginger.
Okay.
And cinnamon as well.
This smells really good.
It's a good, clean
Very
smell.
clean.
Yeah.
It's
But with a little attitude. It's got a little bit of attitude in there.
Yeah, this is a take on kind of what we like, which is the clean citrus, but this is very clean smelling. Carson's hearing the howling winds outside.
wow. This is genuinely really good. This is shocking.
It's good. It is. It's a.
Yeah.
I would have never thought. So for the listeners, you know, I'm here with boots and jeans out on a ranch. You know, Mike's going to come out and
That's right.
castrate with me one day. So you would never think that somebody like me would be ordering Louis Vuitton, right? You know,
Yeah, I kept saying
pull my
on
man card. You know?
I kept saying on the episode, I was like, you know, Karson, you got to make me a man out there.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah, because you're in a lot of things. You got that. You have your day job where
Got my day job, yeah.
you're flooring all the houses in America, basically.
Yep. We do that,
Which is still kind of manly too.
Oh, yeah, a
you're
little
handling flooring. Then you're out there. You got a ranch out there.
Yeah.
You know.
yeah. You would never picture me as a Louis Vuitton guy.
No, it's true.
The first time I put it on, I was like, ooh, because on my skin, I can pull that little soapy smell coming off.
Yeah.
But then my wife was just like, whoa, what did you just put on?
This is sharp. I mean, y'all probably won't make the correlation for it. It doesn't have the intense awkwardness of it or really the, I guess, kind of peppery type vibe that it usually does. This is
If
like,
you say Acquadigio, I'm gonna be
I
like,
swear
no.
to God, dude.
No,
I
it's not.
swear to God.
No, it's not even close.
Dude, it's not that it smells like awkward. It's like the big brother to it, like the EDT or something like that to me. This is way smoother. The citrus is nice, but a little subtle.
So the thing that I kind of notice about this one that surprises me is there's not a sweetness to the
Yeah.
citrus.
They
It's
don't have a
like,
sweetness factor.
yeah,
Use it up, man.
it's very clean and then
That's
very.
a refillable bottle.
That's what you were saying. Yeah.
Twist out or something?
I have no idea.
Sorry, I had to go ham.
I came here naked as well, no
Yeah, I did
fragrance
too.
on. So,
Because I knew I couldn't wear it and let y'all smell it beforehand.
one of the Patreons asked, "You're spraying."
Routine or
Yeah.
ritual?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a
did
good
you
question.
answer that?
I can't remember. I know somebody said like 10. I think I remember. You want me to pull it up?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, go ahead, while you're.
My answer was I do 4 sprays.
Yeah.
I do the back, like basically on each shoulder and then on each bicep here.
I've never done the bicep. I'll normally do my wrists.
Oh, okay.
And then behind the neck.
Yeah.
And on the front part of the neck.
I'm doing like maximum hug fragrance. So it's like if you give somebody a hug, they're going to smell between your shoulder and your bicep, all that. Yeah. That's like in my mentality, I'm going like, that's where you leave the lasting impression.
Yeah. Well, I definitely like the spray down on the backside.
Yeah.
Because, on a note with this, one of my employees told me they knew I was in the building and they could almost track me down. And it's not a loud, it's not going to be a loud scent.
Right.
It's going to be a very, very smooth, floating, pleasant. All the ladies in my office love it. All the guys love it. Everybody loves it.
I mean, it is definitely, and I don't mean this as a diss, it is done so well and smooth that it's definitely office friendly.
Yes, office friendly.
Yeah, for sure. This makes total sense. First of all, I've never smelled a Louis Vuitton fragrance ever.
This is our first one.
Yeah. No, you're lying. You smelled Afternoon Swim or something like that.
Oh, from Fat Boy Fragrance.
Yeah.
That's right. My bad. Sorry, I was nice enough to smell the fragrance that he sent us.
Well, we were supposed to do an episode on it. You just happened to smell it way before.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, Ryan used to be, he still does it. He gets in the habit of just like, let's just smell everything today.
Oh, that would be me. Let's open it up and get into it.
It's just... I want that initial reaction from
That's right.
Look, I'm not saying it's an easy thing to wait. I'm just thinking it's the right thing to do.
Okay. It was actually Doug Lane, by the way.
Okay, yeah.
He had said...
because he was wearing red tobacco, I think.
That's right. He said, what's everyone's spray routine? Yeah. I know some of it's just one spray per wrist, and they are good to go. That's not me, laughing emoji. I'm typically 10 to 15 sprays, wrist, neck, and then down my chest. Today I'm wearing red tobacco. He did like 2 or 3, or he said 6 sprays.
And I said that was 5 too many of red tobacco.
Me, I'll legit, you just saw it. I'll do like 2 on each, whatever this area is. Like
your
joint area.
Your elbow ditch.
I'll do that. My clavicles 2 or 3 times, back of my neck, then my shirt and clothes. So it's probably around 10 to 15 sprays.
Goodness gracious.
On everything. Easy 10, 15 sprays. Because I want people to be turned off by me.
Yeah. Yeah. Who wants to be overwhelmed?
Ryan entered the room.
Yeah. I think too much of a good thing can be a bad thing.
Yeah.
Well, this smells really good. I don't know how you could overdo this because it's really smooth. And I was going to say it's like 2 to 3 feet projection. It's a nice safe projection,
Yeah, you can. And it'll also fill up a room. So like in my office, they'll walk in, they can just, they'll know right away.
Do you spray this one differently than other ones?
No. No, for me, but again, I'm just a novice at this, so I spray these exactly. I'm about a 5 spray guy. Maybe I'll get to 6.
That's like,
unless it's red tobacco, that's 2 max.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Someday you'll get like Ryan, you'll be spraying 30.
30. Just, you don't even need a sprayer at that time. Just kind of douse it a little bit.
Did I tell you the crystal saffron story?
No.
So Ryan gets to the studio before me, and I forget where we're headed.
Here's some job. Yeah, we're going somewhere.
Yeah. But he sprayed crystal saffron, and I came in, and I was like, oh my God. I'm like, can't breathe in here. I like instantly started getting a headache. I go, did you spray crystal saffron? He said, yeah, I put it on. I only did like 3 or 4 sprays. I was like,
huge lie.
Yeah, massive lie. I'm like, no way. No, absolutely no way. Then I got to ride in the car with him. I'm having to roll the window down. And I'm like, dude, finally he was like, okay, it was way more than that.
It was a lot.
I was like, why?
I seriously did like 15 plus on it. I went nuts.
Oh, wow.
That's insane.
Hey, you like to smell yourself.
Yeah. I do. And
stop
and everybody else.
Just spray the back of your hand so you can when you want to smell it, just go, okay, yeah, there we go. I mean, good Lord.
He was legit not even, he's not hammering up
pissed.
Here. He was legit choking out. And I was way back in that room.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And he came through the front door that you saw right here, and he's just like, what the hell?
Way too loud. Yeah.
He blasted it.
There's no reason for that.
Well, guys, let me hit you with the price and trend and let you know if it's reasonable or not, okay?
Okay.
Sorry, price and popularity. Price, 330 buckaroonies.
Woo! That is steep.
That is steep. And I too
That's nice.
cannot see where you can get anywhere else.
They're pretty. They got that one under lock and key.
It is under lock and key for sure. The popularity for this thing is really good. 4.56 out of 5 with almost 6,000 votes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's very good.
That's massive.
And I'll say, because this came out in 2021, almost 6,000 votes is quite a lot of votes for that time frame.
For a short amount of time. Yeah. Which makes sense because, like you were saying, I see this everywhere.
Yeah.
I hear people talking about it all the time. Mm-hmm. I've heard people talking about layering it like you. I get it. It smells great. It also doesn't smell like I can't go, oh, this smells like Boss bottled whatever or Gucci guilty this, or it does kind of have its own personality too, which is kind of hard to do in a fragrance like this because it's just a citrusy clean.
It is a citrusy clean designer.
Let me run something by you, Karson.
Okay.
Since you've had the most wearing out of this, you've gotten the most compliments. The guys, the gals, they all love you at work. I'm going to read you usually we do like pros and cons. I'm just going to read the pros and you confirm or deny these allegations.
I sure will.
Okay. So 3 of them here.
Okay.
Great longevity and sillage, which is, the trail on it.
100%.
Okay.
That's one of the main kickers for me. It will last a 12-hour day.
Really?
Yeah.
Good Lord. Okay.
And just to speak on the sillage too, I bet that's how people were smelling you because we've seen you at work. You're all over the place.
I'm moving.
We
They're
can,
like, ooh, I know he's in this corner.
Yeah.
I smell him. His trail's here.
We come in sometimes, we'll be like, Carson's here, and we're like, I know I can hear him.
Yeah.
And then I'll see him over there. And by the time we get over there, he's not there. He's over here now. He's answering a question over here. Now he's back by the computers.
Yeah.
You know? So you're moving.
So the sillage is great.
Yeah.
Fresh and inviting scent.
100%.
Okay.
The girls, or even the guys, any of them, they'll come in and they'll walk in and be like, ooh, now this smells nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, here's the last one. This is the one I kind of changed up the order here because I wanted to make this last. I think this is an interesting pro here. Creates a positive mood.
Oh, do you feel like this boosts your mood at all?
Maybe sometimes I wish it would boost it more. I on that part, I think it just, just lets you. Everybody wants to be clean and fresh. You don't want to stink. That's why we're doing all this. That's why y'all are doing a podcast for everybody.
That's true.
So I think inherently it's going to make you feel better, but I wouldn't say it's going to just, let me put that on because I'm in a bad mood.
Yeah.
Well, man, almost 1,000 people said that.
Agreed that?
Really?
Yeah, that it creates a positive mood. That's an interesting thing.
I can be kind of dumb, so maybe it does, and I just haven't caught on yet.
Or you're just typically in a good mood.
Yeah, maybe so. I don't know.
Let me also give you, I'm sorry that I'm kind of giving off facts here, but this is something that kind of resonates with Karson as well, because we talked about we all 3 have talked about this other fragrance and stuff. But the perfumer for this, I think you might have mentioned this before. The perfumer for this actually perfumed Issey Miyake that we like.
Oh,
so
no,
much.
I did not know that.
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
For all of y'all that don't know Issey Miyake, that's another fantastic one.
It is great. How do you pronounce that? Like Jackass? Not Jackass, but
Jacques, it's got to be. Yeah, I don't even know.
Jacques Cavalier Beltrude, something like that.
It's like Cavier.
This is our East Texas.
Yeah, I mean,
it's in here.
Look, I'm taking Italian, not French.
Yeah.
By the way, if we ever do our own fragrance, I want a picture like his. I want us to look like that.
I've seen this picture before. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
can see you, Ryan. You got that. You got that pose.
Yeah.
You can pull that off.
And
great.
that body style kind of too.
Yeah,
Hey, don't be shaming this poor man. He's made a freaking incredible fragrance.
that's right. But no, that's very interesting. I would have never thought that.
Oh, now that you say it, though, I do smell similarities.
Well, let me hit you with a couple that he's made, whether y'all smelled these or not. But these are kind of listed by most popular. His most popular one, Issey Miyake, by the way.
Okay.
Another one, Tom Ford's Noir de Noir.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, he made that. He made Imagination. He also made a couple of Mason Margiela fragrances.
Oh, Lord, poor guy.
I know. And Bagari, the one, that one ocean one that you probably didn't like.
Oh, the aqua one?
I think so. And he did the Intensity Miyake that I let you smell just a second ago. So pretty good run of fragrances, I would say.
So did he, on the Issey Miyake, did he do the Lou de Say Port Homme?
That's the one, yeah. That's
Okay,
the one,
man.
straight up. And that's
That's crazy. I would have never. I mean, I can definitely see it now.
Yeah.
It's probably why my wife loves that one too. One time I came home and she sprayed that one on the pillows.
It is a great scent.
So I can see why. She definitely loved that one. But that's where I'll say. So then the hidden jewel with that is with imagination is when you layer it.
Okay.
Oh, you can layer that thing.
And you kind of alluded to earlier, is the Aventus layer with this your favorite, or is there something different to layer it with?
So I would rather do the Insidious.
Oh, okay.
Just for the longevity. The Aventus will get overpowered. So like if you were to layer this with Aventus, because this one is so strong, you better do 4 or 5 sprays of Aventus with one of these.
Oh, yeah.
Gotcha.
That makes sense.
Don't 50-50 it, or you won't even get Aventus.
That is a really good fragrance.
Yeah, I actually layer Insidious. Well, I'm out, so I'm back to using Aventus.
Oh, man.
So I feel a little saddened about that. But I layer it with Straight to Heaven. We went to a coffee shop one day, and here's how well that fragrance works. The lady smelled both of us. She didn't like Ryan's. I forget. What were you wearing?
I was wearing Girl on Vetiver.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She was like, you smell like an old lady.
Old lady is what she said for him. But for me, she said she really liked it, but she said, I'd be curious if you would layer it the opposite way, because all she was getting was the Insidious.
Oh.
And I was like, huh. So
I mean, I do think that's got to matter to some degree, which one's on top.
I would say, yeah. And I've done that before. I've switched them, but with the Insidious works much better. But this one will overpower. It will eventually take over.
Gotcha.
Because of the longevity. So this is one, yes, it's going to be expensive, which y'all know me and all of you out there in the podcast world. I actually did not spend my money on this. I save up credit card points.
There you go.
And turn them in for this.
which is great.
Yeah. So just a word of the wise, if you have any points, hey, they make a great trade in for your cologne you want.
Great save so your wife doesn't kill you.
Yeah.
That's right. I come in and say, hey, I got something in the mail, but I put points in.
I promise you, I didn't spend anything but the taxes on it.
$330? No. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. The taxes will get billed.
Oh man, I used to just get the way my points worked. I barely could find anything to use on them, but they would send you like a Visa gift card.
Oh yeah,
so I would just do that.
Oh yeah, that would work great too.
But that thing's maxed out now, so I'm not earning any more points currently.
That's his financial predicament.
Yeah.
We're all in it somehow or another.
Back to these gray market websites.
Yeah, gray market websites. Sadly, you will not find this one on there.
That's a shame.
Yeah,
this is really nice.
Well, briefly, you said you wouldn't imagine a guy like you wearing it because you're over here, you're castrating cows and or bulls.
Look, I might even have some cow manure on my boots right now.
Right at home here in the studio.
I know, right at home here in East Texas.
Yeah,
came straight from the pasture here.
It gets pretty deep in here. So
you see that this could be for anybody.
But who do you think, if you just think outside of your world though, like who do you think this is really tailored for in your imagination here?
And I could be wrong because I'm still a novice at this, and this by no means really fits me, but an established older gentleman, not saying I'm still young.
Yeah,
of course.
Just don't let this gray fool you.
I think you're younger than Ryan, actually.
I think I am by 1 or 2 years, maybe.
I think so.
Yeah.
And so I would say somebody that's in the business world. I think you could even pull this off. Cocktail hour on date night would be wonderful.
I can see
really
it.
almost anywhere.
It's pretty versatile.
It's very versatile, but definitely more mature. You need to be a mature gentleman.
I agree. I feel like it would need, if you wanted to go younger, you need a little bit more sweetness to it. I feel like this is great. It kind of shocked me because I thought we were going to get a little bit more sweetness. I honestly thought it was going to be more generic than how it smells, but it does smell really good. So I think for a fragrance like this, you're right in that as you get older, this is just a clean, sharp fragrance. It has enough personality. I'm shocked. I really am.
Yeah,
I'm shocked at how different it smells.
Yeah.
And now I get the hype behind it, but I was leery going in.
Trust me.
Because
I was leery going in. And I did not even like it. But I just kept the layering part is what kind of triggered me. And then one day it just, I don't know, it grew on me. And now it's like, I love this stuff.
So is this like your second or third bottle?
No, this is my first bottle.
Still your first bottle?
Yeah. I went from the testers, the 5 mil, 10 mil testers. Went through that pretty quickly. And then of all things, I have a gentleman that works for me, and he's a manly man. And that might have been the one that kind of pushed that snowball off the edge, because I walked in, he's very much that Aventus, the Mont Blanc Explorer type. We're very similar in those fields. And he comes in and he goes, I don't know what you're wearing, but I love it. I need to know what that is.
Yeah. So you got it from both sides of the aisle. You got the ladies from the office saying, you better wear that, Karson.
That's right. I don't know
you
what
said,
this is. This smells good.
You said at one point, you said there was a lady that was upset that you didn't wear it one day.
Yes, that's 100% right. I'm glad you brought that up. One of my office ladies, she comes in, she goes, this is not imagination. I said, no, I'm trying something a little different. I think I had green Irish tweed on.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she just did not like that. She was kind of upset.
Oh, wow.
So those, everybody talking to you. And I'll tell you this, I have not seen too many dupes for this. I know they're got to be out there, but you know, a lot of times you can find dupes pretty quickly.
Right.
I have not been able, but I haven't also looked because I haven't wanted to.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the fence with some of the clones and stuff like that. It's few and far between that you find just a great one.
Yeah. If you like what it is, just stick with that one.
If you do find a good one, like we're saying with Insidious, you're still going to pay some money to get it, you know, to get a really good one. If I spend the money again, I would not buy another bottle of Aventus. I would just buy Insidious. So if you find something that is really high quality, then, you know, there's ways to enjoy it.
There is 100%.
But yeah, I think you got this. There's no reason to really dupe it.
Yeah. I don't, you would lose some of it, you know, you'd lose.
There's always a little
behind it.
something behind there. It's like drinking like diet soda. There's always like a little, there's a little twinge on it where you're like, it was almost good.
Or that sugar free where they pull it out and you're like, oh no.
Oh yeah. Have you seen the new thing they're doing with like the Kardashian who linked up with Crumble Cookie and she made like a flour free cookie or something?
No.
The big thing is people are doing like reaction reviews of it and everyone's taking bites and just like going like this terrible.
Oh, no, that would not be good.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's like some little brownie bowl type thing. The best is when they give it to kids who they're expecting like some sort of brownie and then they eat it and it's just like, oh my.
Well, hey, that's the same sometimes with clones. You spray it and you're like, oh no. That's not what I was expecting. I don't even say how they go there.
That's unfortunately some of the Aventus clones. We've dug through quite a few to try to find.
I've been on that journey.
That the screechiness up top, the majority of them, you're just like, no.
And that yellow brick road didn't end into Emerald City. No.
Are you going to skip it?
Sample it?
Or buy it?
What are you going to do, Karson?
Well, y'all know what I did. I bought it. You know, when I made that decision, it's how fast can I get it here? Yeah. And I'm going to tell you a story on that. You know, UPS, because of the price, they have the discretion to have a signature. It took me an extra 4 days to get this thing because the UPS guy wouldn't leave it at the. I had to leave because I'm gone all day.
Yeah.
And for all of y'all out there, my driveway is a quarter mile, so we leave the gate open. He's got to drive to the house.
Yeah.
It's not like it's in a neighborhood.
Right.
And I had to leave him a note on the door says, please leave my box on the porch. Yeah. Because I needed it. You know?
Oh, we feel that. Yeah. We feel that we need it sort of a thing. Yeah.
Because my tester had run out.
Oh man!
So I couldn't wait to get this in time.
Yeah, that is funny. Yeah, because it's not like who's gonna take your box.
I know.
You know?
If you're that far up my drive, you're there for a reason.
Yeah,
but no, definitely buy for me. Now it took me a while.
Yeah.
It took me months to get to there. Months.
Would you, if let's say you drain this bottle, are you buying another?
I'm buying another one.
Oh,
I'll
really?
always have a bottle on hand.
Really?
Or figure out how to get it refilled.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Those refillers tend to be on the cheaper side.
Yeah,
That's
they're
how
on the cheaper side.
We've done that a couple times. Found some good deals.
Oh yeah. For me, it's a very, very strong sample. I think I want to wear it some more. I want to see if I get kind of like the compliments or at least somebody noticing it. I mean, I love the vibe that's putting down. But if after a couple more wearing something like this, I could see myself buying because again, don't have to agree, but it's like an older version for me with like less of the pepper of the Acqua di Gio kind of line. It's very well done.
Yeah, I love it. I don't see that at all.
I love it. It's
I'm
good.
curious if we have, do we have some Straight to Heaven here? Because I'd be curious to let him try to layer it with Straight to Heaven.
We do. I don't know if we have it in a spray thing, but we have it in the refill bottle. Do we have any decant things to put it in by chance?
There's got to be one around here.
Okay.
So you need to try that.
I've heard good things about Straight to Heaven.
Oh, man. Yeah.
It's nice. It's
I've
like
heard, yeah,
woodsy
it's straight
whiskey
to heaven.
barrel kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's great.
Man, for me, it's a strong sample.
Mm-hmm.
The price is the only sticky part for me because it's above that $300 threshold for me. So I'm like,
Only 10%.
salesman's coming out in Karson over here.
Look, it comes in a real nice Louis Vuitton box. You know, your girls would love it to put their jewelry in. You don't want to throw that box away.
Oh, man. I think like your kids, my kids immediately got expensive taste because I got them like that Katy Perry. It's called like Kitty Purry or something like that. It's in a cat bottle.
It's a fragrance?
It's a fragrance.
Oh,
yeah,
Lord, I haven't smelled that.
Oh, yeah. I got it at Drug Emporium for cheap. It was like $30.
Did they like it?
They were like, me. And then they smell my Nishane fragrances and they're like, oh, I want those. You know, I'm like, man.
My little girl, just a little younger than your two girls. She's got my Wulong Cha.
Yeah. Oh,
She's loving it.
That's right. Yeah.
My oldest son, he's got my Mind Games Gambit. He sneaks in there, gets it all the time. That blockade. Now my middle one, he'll get in there and get the Aventus. He does like the Aventus, but I do have him trained on the Jimmy Choo. Man Intense.
Okay.
He loves that. I gave him a 200 ml bottle. You know, it's like
There we
$30. There you go, son.
Yeah.
You know, spray it up. But yeah, the expensive taste. It's
Yeah.
they know the finer things.
It starts young. Yeah. I'll try to, if I get down 10, 15 mil, then I'll slide them something.
Yeah.
But, you know, I try to keep mine sequestered off.
I'm going to start locking mine up.
Yeah, for
they
sure.
sneak in there. I'm like,
You've got quite a collection. I will
I'm getting
say,
there, y'all.
yeah.
It's all because of y'all. It's, you know.
We're at fault here.
Yeah, you guys, but it's a wonderful journey. Just to put a plug, I know it was a couple years ago when y'all came in on the other part of your business, going to shoot that commercial, and y'all just didn't even want to tell me what podcast y'all had. So I'm like, I'm going to find out.
You sleuthed it out.
I found out and started listening to it. And I'm like, man, this is, for a guy like me, you don't really want to go into your local store and ask questions on cologne because you don't want to seem like an idiot.
That's true.
You know,
That's true.
I'd rather do my research at home, and I don't know. My dad didn't
where do
do
you
it.
start?
Yeah. My dad, he grew up on Brute.
Oh, yeah.
I know Brute. I know Brute, the $12 Drug Emporium, dollar store, whatever. Yeah. But, man, it's opened up a whole new world. I love it. I couldn't be more appreciative to y'all for what you do. And
thank you so much.
Being a Patreon, it's worth every penny.
There we go. Yeah.
I've already won a bottle.
That's right. And he's a Fireside friend, so you get access to those lives.
Those live ones. I got to do more of those.
And you come on one.
I would love to, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Y'all might listen to this and be like, oh, gosh.
Oh, no, I can already tell.
Don't get him in here.
We're going to get messages of this guy with the golden voice and shit already.
Oh, no, you got the golden voice.
That's right. Yeah, Ryan was the voice of your commercial.
He sure was.
Yeah.
Like, who is this?
We had to flip a coin for who was going to voice it, and I was just like, just do it, Ryan. Yeah, that's fine.
Well, both of y'all have got that voice, but what you do is wonderful. And I love the authenticity of it, you know?
Man,
because there's times you come in and it's like, oh, gosh, that's horrible. It's like, I know not to do that. Like one of the best ones y'all did, it was early on. It was last year around August, July, August. You did that Versace Eros Energy.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And loved it so much. I had to go out and buy that.
I remember. Yeah.
We love it.
Really
love
good.
it. It's summertime fragrance.
Yeah.
It's kind of like if I'm going to go out or even go to the gym,
okay.
Work out, I'm going to wear that.
Really good price too. Even at retail, it's like 105.
We see
100 mil.
Yeah, I found it on the spots
bad
we
places,
can't. Yeah, the bad places we can't talk about.
Yeah,
and so
those
it was
dark
even cheaper
alleys.
there. Yeah, those dark alleys. You know, them it's almost as bad as a drug deal here. You know,
it feels like it sometimes.
It does.
You're like, man, it's been a while since I bought a bottle of fragrance.
Start getting the itch for it. Right, I'll get to where it's like, hey, I think I'm in a good place. And then something will pop up. Y'all will say something like, oh, I need to try that. And it's down a whole nother rabbit hole. Here we go.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard us really hate something and still want to smell it?
Oh, yes. 100%.
That's always the weird. Yeah. We'll review something bad, and we get so many people that are like, "Man, I want to smell this," and I'm like, "Really? Why?"
It's very intriguing. But now I'll sneak away to the big store around, and See if they have it and sniff it and be like, oh, they're right. That's horrible.
Well, you, speaking of this fragrance, you do like we preach, which is you were sampling it first. You got some decants first.
Sure
I mean, really, if you are going to buy a fragrance like this where you can't, go down the, into the dark corners of the fragrance industry and get it, then you better as well try it. Get some samples of it, get a decant of it, wear it a little bit, see what your wife thinks, see what your coworkers think before you drop, 300 plus on something. So, yeah.
Definitely.
So, that's the way to do it.
You don't want to mess up on something like that.
No. Karson, thank you for coming on the show. And honestly, I already know in my head how the show's going to play out. I know it's going to sound good. You did great, by the way.
Oh, thank y'all.
Yeah, we're having fun.
Thank y'all. I had fun.
A lot of people come in here, not going to name any names of any ickies or anything like that. But they are nervous and they take them a minute to kind of gel in. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Yeah.
Karson came out here freaking throwing haymakers.
Hey, y'all make it easy. We're just sitting around this table in this room just talking.
Well, that's the thing, though. It's hard for a young lady to come in with a couple of really attractive guys.
That's right.
You
throw them off their game a little bit.
You're smelling really good. And, it
here
becomes
we're just
a problem.
bros just sitting here.
That's
smelling Louis Vuitton. It can't be, we really don't want to say that to too many people. Oh, yeah, three of us smelling Louis Vuitton around here.
We privately met and smelled some perfume together.
Smelled some imagination. Oh, man.
Well, man, it's been fun. You better come back on here.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Y'all just tell me when.
Yeah, actually, we need to do, because you got a bottle of Aventus Absolute.
Oh, I do. I do.
Sorry, I'm going to get in trouble if I say it that way. Absolute Aventus.
That's right. Yeah. It comes first. Yep.
Yeah. So we need to do that.
You just tell me when and we'll do it. You'll like that. You'll like that. That's a more mature, very mature, definitely sweeter, but that's an attention getter.
Got some clackers on it?
It does. And it will, yes. It's got some meaty clackers on it. It sure does.
See?
That T-shirt.
We need to do that.
It will, and now it'll project. It does not play in the same world of Aventus.
It's true, because Tony was wearing that in Italy, and every time I could smell it, I was like, I really need to get this.
Damn.
And that's a limited run.
Yeah. Which I heard through the grapevine that I think they're going to re-release it.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Like to keep it like just out there for a while or just do another small thing of it?
I don't know, but I was in Neiman's one day and a guy walks up to me who worked there and he handed me a tester strip and he goes, "What do you think of this?" And I smelled it and I go, "Oh, this is the Absolute Aventus." He goes, "Yeah, we're bringing it back." And I was like, what?
Yeah.
Do tell. Like, anybody else would be like, oh, cool. But I'm seriously like, tell me everything,
Oh, no. See, that's the way I would be.
Yeah.
Now, one thing that also, before we go, one thing that when I was looking at the notes that was interesting, on that citrus note of here, in the imagination, do you pronounce it citron?
Oh,
as a citron.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And, so I didn't know what that was. So I looked it up. Do you know that's like the mother or father of a lemon?
Really?
They bred that with a blood orange. A citron and a blood orange is bred to make a lemon.
Really?
I did not know that.
What the hell is Karson coming in here making us look stupid?
Hey, man, I was already stupid, and I'm like, I've never heard of this before.
Look at this thing. This thing looks wild. It looks like a mixture of a lemon and a banana the way it grows.
That is crazy.
And it's a fragrant citrus.
Yeah, look at all the stuff it's in too.
You know what?
You mix a bitter orange and citron, you get a lemon.
And speaking of notes here, just seeing this Chinese black tea. You love your tea fragrances.
I love a tea fragrance.
See, that's where the Oolong Cha, that's one of my things I kind of don't like is the tea, but here it's in the layers, so it's not up front and center.
I wonder if you felt like Oolong Cha was a little too feminine for you.
For sure. Now, that being said, though, I could wear it. And in the dry down, it gets more masculine. For me. Up front, hey, just don't walk out in public. Let it dry down first.
I was unashamed to do it.
Yeah,
and Ron was like, "Boy, that's a great fragrance." I didn't think it was feminine till I think we did the second episode of it.
And like a revisit of it?
When we did the revisit of it, because one of my friend Audrey, she was looking for this tea fragrance and she smelled it and she's like, "Oh, that's it." Mm-hmm. And then immediately I was like, I'm wearing a lady fragrance.
Yeah. I can definitely,
but the citrus in there, the citrus in there does kind of add something to it. But
Yeah, I've stopped wearing Guerlain vetiver after that lady in the coffee shop. So that's my old lady.
Really, for real?
I haven't worn it in a lot. No.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it's because of her or some subconscious things.
Oh, man, I'd double up on it if it were me.
Yeah, you need to go back in there and, and double barrel that thing.
Yeah, that's it. And just pull her in real close, give her a big hug.
That's right.
Do I smell like an old lady now?
Well, guys, we love you. Karson, thank you for coming on the show. And until next time, spray it up, y'all.